Good afternoon. Welcome back to Loving Living Local. I'm Visky Duncan.
And I'm Josh Marcis. Thank you for joining us today. We have reached the midway point of the week.
I know, and you even got nicer weather for us today.
For just today. Don't count on it sticking around.
Okay.
We've got the rain moving back in tonight, and it may be heavy at times tomorrow as well. We've actually got a warm front that's going to be moving out of the Gulf of Mexico, so temperatures in some spots may actually go up tonight. So it'll be a pretty mild night in the 40s as well as the 50s, and the rain will start to pick up tomorrow morning and continue for much of the afternoon. We could be looking at some heavy rain here, not only tomorrow, but likely into Friday morning as well. So we are watching potential, maybe a good 2 to 4 inches of rain with this system. And again, we don't have a flash flood watch, but it is possible we could see some roadway flooding. If not late Thursday, then maybe early Friday. And as we head into the weekend, we do get a break from the rain on Saturday, but there is some more rain on the way Sunday, Monday. So all told, next 7 days, we could see over 4 inches of rain in some spots. So dig out the umbrella, kind of keep it with you. I think the one day we'll get a break will likely be Friday afternoon through much of the day Saturday. So at least there is like a 36-hour window in there where we can maybe get back outside again. But rain is going to be a pretty common theme for us between now and the middle of next week.
So make the most of today and Saturday is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is the 2 days where we can maybe get outside and get after it.
I gotcha. Well, guys, you know what time it is. We've got 6 things you should know, sponsored by Sharif Memorial Library. And number 1 on our list, the NFL announced the officiating crew for the Super Bowl 55 today, including referee Sarah Thomas, making her the first woman to officiate a Super Bowl. Head referee Carl Sheffer's crew at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa on February 7th will include Thomas as down judge, a position she's held for the past 4 years. As the NFL's first full-time female official, Thomas has previously served as a down judge for 4 playoff games.
The NFL's Executive Vice President of Football Operations, Troy Vincent, said in a statement today that her elite performance and commitment to excellence has earned her the right to officiate the Super Bowl.
That's so cool. You know, I know nothing about football, but I do know that that is awesome.
Yes, once again, girls rule.
Exactly. Well, next up, Orthodox Christians immerse themselves in freezing water to celebrate the Epiphany on Tuesday. Russians and Ukrainians gathered throughout the evening to dip themselves in frigid water to symbolize cleansing themselves of sin. The church in Moscow set up 220 places for the ceremony. Now, despite a surge in coronavirus cases, hundreds turned out, and Russian leader Vladimir Putin actually took a dip in the pool himself.
In Ukraine, a priest baptized the water before some young men immersed themselves in a river. It's a popular Epiphany ritual in Ukraine, Russia, Serbia, and Belarus. It marks Orthodox Holy Day, when the first Orthodox Christians were believed to have been baptized in 988 AD.
I think I'll stick with a shower and warm water,
It's
just for me.
Probably a little chilly for that.
Yeah, that's dedication.
A little bit.
Well, next up, a classic playground ride that brought children on both sides of the U.S.-Mexico border together has been recognized by a London museum. 3 pink seesaws threaded the border wall, with one seat in El Paso, Texas, and the other in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. Officials removed the artwork less than an hour after it was installed in July 2019.
London's Design Museum awarded the seesaws the Beasley Design of the Year for 2020. The seesaw collection was one of more than 70 projects considered in the competition.
Very cool.
I had no idea that even happened. That is amazing.
I know. Well, next up, a dog was rescued from a partially frozen pond in Colorado on Saturday afternoon. Firefighters responded to Stern Park in Littleton after some folks in the park dialed 911. One of the rescuers went into the icy water tethered to a rope, and seconds later, he lifted the pup up and it ran back onto the solid ground.
According to South Metro Fire Rescue, the dog was tired and cold but appeared to be okay. Officials say onlookers did the right thing by not attempting to rescue the dog themselves.
Poor little guy. I would be the dummy to go out there and try and get the dog out myself.
I'm glad we don't live somewhere where this is a common occurrence, but thankfully there are people in the world who will selflessly go out and help the animals when they're stuck in the lakes. We see this quite often.
Well, Japan is considering using robots to increase the number of COVID-19 tests. Yesterday, Japan's health minister watched a robotic testing system that can deliver results from a person's nose in 80 minutes. The robot fits into a standard shipping container that can be moved by truck and set up at stadiums and other mass venues.
Kawasaki Heavy Industries makes the robots, and its executives believe other countries will be interested in using this testing system. With fewer than 200 days until the start of the summer games, Japan is under heavy pressure to show it has the pandemic under control. Vaccinations there have yet to begin.
But that's really cool that they've created some technology.
Just some robots that go around and do some testing.
Pretty neat.
Interesting.
In Wilmington, Delaware, a food shop is finding success on the wings of President Joe Biden. Dilly T's Natural Foods in Wilmington, Delaware has made its United Wings sauce. The bottle features the shape of Delaware in the logo, a cartoon photo of Joe Biden enjoying a wing, and of course their secret recipe number 46 for the 46th president.
The owner of the company says Biden's win has been a big boost for his business and so many other Delaware companies.
After going through 2020, it's bringing a lot of business, a lot of media, a lot of publicity is coming to Wilmington, which is great for all of us.
And the owner of the company says the sauce is middle of the road in terms of heat, and he says it's perfect for both, wait for it, left wings and right wings.
You gotta love a good pun.
There it is.
So cheesy. Well, guys, we've got to take a quick break, but when we come back, artist Dustin Greer will be joining us to talk about his upcoming art exhibition.
And a little later, we're in the kitchen making a charcuterie, and we'll take another look at your forecast a little bit later. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Okay. All righty.
It's quick and painless, I promise. So do you have a busy day running around from place to place?
I do. I have to deliver 20 paint and start space this morning.
Welcome back, everyone. Joining me now is artist Dustin Greer, here to tell me all about his art, his upcoming art exhibition. Dustin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's very much a pleasure.
Well, we're excited to talk to you and find out more about your art, your style, and your inspiration. So tell us about your art and what makes it so unique.
Well, one of the best coined terms I've been given for my type of art is urban primitive.
Okay.
Yeah, which is very, very raw, and also including a lot of colors, you know, and a lot of energy. I was a break dancer on the streets in LA for a little while, done some traveling with that, and so I bring that energy to the canvas.
So all kinds of arts that are inspiring this. So it's very bright, very colorful, over the top. So large pieces, small pieces?
Large.
Large pieces?
Yes, at this show we'll have one that's 4 foot by 8 foot, and also another one that's 7 foot by 3 foot. I have a door that I painted both sides of. You know, it's going to be hanging in the air.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very unique. It's not like anything that you're going to see anywhere else.
I don't believe. One of the things that excites me, and the reason why I started to paint, is because I wanted to. I wanted to know what a big painting looked like, so I painted it, you know, because I hadn't seen one like it.
Wanted to do something over the top and something different.
That's it. That's it.
Well, let's talk about your exhibition. So it kicks off this coming weekend, right?
Yes, Saturday from 12 to 6, Art Space. I believe that's 708 Texas Street, downtown Shreveport.
So how long will your artwork be there? Is it going to be up for a while, or is this like a one-time opportunity to come out and see your beautiful pieces?
Well, the artists will be there on Saturday. The rest of the show will be hanging up for, I believe, till March. I'll definitely make some trips there to visit and meet people, but to meet the artists, you know, would be Saturday.
Okay, awesome. So everybody wants to come out and meet you. That way they can ask some more questions and find out some good info. So because transitioning from breakdancing to art, you know, two very different mediums, but still art in its own way. What made you want to transition like that? I
believe that there's an expression that is almost necessary in a natural artist, and I was just like that. I always wanted to find ways of expression, but the first time I touched a paintbrush, I was like, no, I'm not going to be a dancer. I'm going to be an artist, you know?
Wow. So you just knew instantly. That was it.
I did.
That's fantastic. Well, you mentioned that, you know, if we want to meet you, we have to come out on Saturday. So it sounds like you're on the road, you're going places. How can we follow you and keep up with you?
That's an artist page, Dustin Greer, on Facebook. I also have, I've been making moves, so I have a team that's actually building a website for me right now.
Nice.
Yes. And
so go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I was also say there will be a 28-minute documentary that's going to be premiered at the art show about my art.
How cool. So we can find out more about what has inspired you and helped you to create these fantastic pieces.
Yes, very much. I get to spend a lot of time talking about what really motivates me and inspires me.
That's wonderful. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here today. Again, we do want to remind you the exhibit is coming up. The exhibition will be this Saturday. You can have a chance to meet Dustin, talk to him a little bit about his art, and see some of these great, unique pieces. It's going to be at Art Space, so make sure you check it out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dustin. Well, guys, stick around. We're going to be back with more Loving Living Local after the break.
Hello, can you hear me? Stand in this spot without moving. Oh my God. Olives.
Okay. So we're gonna fill the bottom with nuts, like
Okay.
maybe like that much, just over that M, and then we're gonna shish kebab things. So you can just kind of alternate and shish kebab as you see fit.
Awesome. I got a smiley face.
You do have a smiley face. I'll do mine back here, that way you can access. That maybe. I just want you to be able to reach everything too. Yeah? No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are more black olives because you and I both like black olives. I love black olives.
I'm living local and it's everything to me.
Select kitchen items for Living Local provided by The Rachel Ray Show.
Well, welcome back, guys. We all love charcuterie boards, but when you're pressed for time or you don't feel like rolling out like a whole big spread and putting it all together, this is a quick and easy way on the go to get your charcuterie fix, but it's called charcuterie. You want to guess why, Josh?
Because we have jars.
Yes, good job.
Right? Is that it?
That's exactly
Pass
it.
the test.
You did. So another great perk of doing charcuterie, you know, at a time when we are trying to be as sanitary and not share our germs.
Just
you
kind of
yeah. This is
confines it to whoever.
Exactly. It's contained, less likely to share germs, and like the skewers that we have put in here, you can write people's names on them, so if you set one down to go do something.
I don't know if everybody can see. I got a smiley.
Yeah, it's because you're special.
Smiley
You're always
face.
smiley. So to make this happen, your charcuterie, you are going to need the following things. You need skewers, obviously, like shish kebabs, cheese of your choosing, some olives. Do you want to be the Vanna White over here?
Yeah, for sure. We
Okay.
have 2 different kinds of olives.
Yeah, black olives, green olives,
There you go.
whichever you want. Sandwich meats of some kind. We did pepperonis. But you can do like turkey, ham, whatever you want to do. Fresh fruit, we've got raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, some crackers or bread of some kind, nuts, and hummus if you choose, which you're not a huge hummus
It's just
fan.
average to me. I know people, I guess they have the different flavors and whatnot. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, well,
But
I'll set
I don't
this
go
up.
out of my way for hummus.
Fair
I'm just
enough.
kind of middle of the road with it.
Well, I'll set mine over here. So what you're going to do to start building your charcuterie board is you're going to put some nuts in the bottom of the jar. I'm sorry, I didn't even think to open that for you. But I have.
I got this.
Okay, my bad. My
So
bad.
how much are we putting in?
So you want to put like maybe an inch or so in there. You sure you got this, Josh?
We've got a couple. We've got a couple of castaways here, but I've got it.
So we're gonna scoot our bags over here. Okay, that's good. You can put as much in there as you want. So you want to top me off
Sure thing.
while you're doing that? Okay, so while Josh is putting some nuts in the jar, I'm gonna go ahead and start my charcuterie stick. So basically, this is just like a giant game of shish kebab.
So we're just shish kebabbing.
Pretty
things.
much. So you can put whatever you want on there. I'm gonna do some black olives, some pepperonis, and Josh, feel
Now,
free
if
to
it were up
just-
to me, it would just be olives and pepperoni.
That's it. That's all you want.
That's my favorite pizza, pepperoni and olive.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's some bonding experience here. So you can make it pretty. You can jazz it up a little bit. Put some fresh fruit on there. You know, somebody was telling me this the other day. They were like, basically charcuterie
Cheese
is,
broke already.
oh no, it's like grown-up Lunchables.
That's
you think
exactly
about.
what it is.
But it makes you feel very sophisticated to have your grown-up Lunchable.
I still eat Lunchables every once in a while.
I do too. They're
a
so
good
quick
snack,
and
right?
easy. You can take them with you.
All right, there we go.
Okay. So the beauty of charcuterie is that you can kind of customize it however you want.
Okay.
You can do turkey, you can do ham, whatever kind of cheese. We have pepper jack and sharp cheddar here. So we just sort of did a variety. And I'm like you, I like the olives. So I think I'm gonna put some more black olives on here. So what is your go-to quick snack? if
My
you're in a
go-to
hurry?
quick snack, usually just like a granola bar, sometimes a Cliff bar if I have to.
That's very healthy.
It is, and then Pop-Tarts, everybody knows.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I go for the Pop-Tarts.
That sounds a little bit better. I was gonna say like my go-to snack is probably, I don't know, French fries, something like
Okay.
that.
From where?
Okay, so probably either Whataburger or McDonald's. They have the best French
Right?
fries. But
All right.
okay, so you built your whole one already?
You're like jamming it all together. I can put a little space in
Okay,
between there.
you're artsy. There's not a lot of fruit on there, Josh. I'd like to point out.
We're going to do that with the next one. That's why we have two.
Oh, okay, all right.
There
Well,
you go.
I'll go ahead and do this, and we'll start doing a fruit one. So these are really quick and easy to make. You can let your guests design them however they want, or you can have some pre-made on hand and just give folks a jar when they walk through the door, you know. Where you're,
I'm taking
oh.
all the fruit now.
Oh, is
You
that
called
how
me
that's
out.
working? I was like, what's going on here? Josh's being rude. Tell you what, for that, I'm taking the pepper jack cheese back. So there, how about that, Josh?
Oh, that is good.
So you can find this recipe and some other ideas on our website, arclatexhomepage.com. And that way you can kind of check out the charcuterie options, maybe get some ideas and go, I wouldn't do that. I'd do something different.
Gotta be careful, those are kind of sharp.
Yes,
I just figured that out.
I should have warned you.
No, I knew.
Okay, so once you have it all built, you can put it together like this. Josh is still working over there, so I'm gonna let you do your thing. But then you've got your own personal little charcuterie that if you are, you know, watching some football or something,
Right.
you have it all contained.
Kind of,
It's really
kind of the
easy.
beginnings of a Bloody Mary, too.
Oh, it does look like a Bloody
bit.
Mary, doesn't it? It's got potential. So once you eat the nuts out of the bottom, you know.
You can top it off with whatever else you
Exactly.
might want.
Perfect. Very easy for you to check out. So again, visit our website, arclatexhomepage.com/loving living local. You'll find the recipe there, plus some other great food ideas where Josh has been a guinea pig in the kitchen with me. So guys, definitely stick around. We're going to be back with more Loving Living Local after the break. Welcome back to Loving Living Local. We're out in the community with a wonderful new business that you're going to fall in love with, Roman's Nails, and it is gorgeous in here. This is by far the nicest nail salon I have ever been in. I promise you, you are going to love it. We're out here with Van today, and you're getting ready for your grand opening, and it's coming up soon, right?
That's right. Our grand opening gonna be on January 23rd. So every guest, they can bring their kid, come to our shop and take a picture with Elsa and Anna on that day from 1 to 3 o'clock.
Okay, so you're going to have the Disney princesses out
Yes.
here. Everybody can get their photos made, and they can see all the beautiful colors that you have up here and just see how nice the nail salon is.
That's right. So, and then they can also take a look around our nail shop, and especially the back room.
Yeah, the
That
back room
resort.
is so nice. So let's talk about the back room. You know, it's beautiful back there, and if you want to get together with friends, it's a great way to do it, right?
That's right. That's why we set it up the back room for party, birthday party, bridal party, or you want to have a girl night out, girl days out.
Yeah. Just have a little privacy and get together and hang out and have your own little area. So you're not feeling like you're in the midst of everything.
Right.
And that's another thing that's really nice about the salon here. Roman's Nails, everything is kind of spaced out from each other, so you're not on top of each other. You know, a lot of nail salons, you go in and you feel so close.
crowded.
Yeah. But you guys have gone above and beyond. And even though we don't have masks on right now, we just took them off so we could talk.
Right.
But you guys are doing all of the safety precautions and everything.
Yes. That's why this all the curtain up for it, so we can 6 feet away from each other. At least not 6 feet, but we can have our own little private.
Yeah.
That following the COVID rule.
Have your own space.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are so great to all of your customers that come in, and I know you have a lot of people that come back over and over again. So you created a really special program
Yes.
for them.
Okay, so we want to create a family and friends environment. So we also offer a loyalty program. So you can come here, visit 10 times, and then you get, you know, $22 off.
Wow.
We also have the referral program too. That very interesting. That we can, you guys not only our customer, but we can do business together.
Okay.
That, you know, bring your friends in and you can get discount off from your service.
Oh, nice.
So, and then we also do discount 10% off for military, for first responder, for teacher. So
So you have a deal for everyone that comes
yes,
in.
we appreciate everybody in any industry, so we kind of do special for those people.
Yeah, you take care of everyone.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you guys so special. You're different, but you go above and beyond. You take a step above everyone else.
We would love to do all that. And then we also have membership too, that we've been selling really good on it. Like all our customer, like regular customer, they switch to membership.
Okay,
because
tell
they
me about
see-
the membership.
So the membership basically is $100 a month, and then it's including 4 pedicure,
Wow.
2 for you and 2 for your guests that never been in this nail salon that you can bring with. And then in there you get, if you normally get your nails done, you get 10% off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So $100 for 4 pedicures,
Yes.
right? That's a ridiculously good deal.
Yes.
And 10% off to get your nails done as well? That's awesome.
Yeah. And then you also get free pedicure kit. And then on your birthday month, you get free upgrade to deluxe pedicure.
That's awesome. You can't beat that.
Yes.
So you definitely want to come out for the grand opening. It's going to be on January 23rd. But another big thing that we're really excited about, you guys are open on Sundays as well.
Right. Because we figured out Sunday, maybe family and group of friends hang out together. That's only the day off that they have. So we open from 12 to 6 on Sunday, so everybody can have a place to relax after a whole week working.
Yeah, they just need some downtime. They need to come relax and be pampered by you guys.
Right.
Well, Van, tell us one more time when the grand opening is.
So our shop located on Line Avenue in front of Brookshires, and we also have the website romannailspa.com that you guys can go online and book online with us.
Oh, so we can just go ahead and make our appointments online if we wanted to?
Yes.
And you can check out all of the services and everything that you guys offer.
And then you can also pick who your favorite nail tech to do your service to.
Oh, so cool. I love it.
We also have social media like Facebook, Instagram. We try to do TikTok too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and YouTube, all kind of stuff too.
Fun. So you guys are always on top of the trends. You're always doing the latest and the best stuff.
Yes.
I love it. It was so fun to get a pedicure and relax. It's beautiful there. But guys, I know you have been waiting all show. It's very exciting right now. You've been waiting for the Club 365 prize announcement. So as you know, Shreveport Regional Arts Council fundraiser Club 365, it's in full swing. They want to give you some amazing prizes when you join the club, and you can join Club 365 at joinclub365.com. Not only do you get 10 chances to win, but you help support the local arts. A portion of your fee is tax deductible, so don't snooze. Join the club and tune into our show every weekday to see if you are a Club 365 winner. And now for today's prize winner. We're here Wednesday, January 20th in the KTAL NBC6 studios to announce the incredible prizes for Club 365. This fundraiser for the Shreveport Regional Arts Council gives you chances to win prizes every day for 365 days. Today's sponsor is Samstown Hotel and Casino Shreveport, and from Samstown we have Wesley Garcia.
Thank you. Samstown is excited to be a part of Club 365 and to support the arts in our community. Today we're giving away and we present a dinner for two with a $50 food certificate for each weekend all year. And that is 52 weeks worth of dinners at our amazing restaurants. And our winner is Ellen Alley.
Congratulations to our winner. If you'd like to know more about how you can win prizes, visit joinclub365.com.
Like to win stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we're going to win, like it or not, the rain lottery here tomorrow, as we do have some rain moving in tonight. It will probably start out pretty light, but as we hit the morning commute tomorrow, just like we saw on Wednesday where that cold front kind of stalled along I-20, this will actually be a warm front that stalls across I-20. So Shreveport, it looks like we will be kind of stuck in the rain for much of the day, and we'll probably see a pretty good push of rain into the northern Arklatex, including Texarkana during the afternoon and evening. Guess what? We're not done. Rain keeps coming Thursday night and likely into Friday morning as well, and that's why we get those maybe 1 to 3 inch and maybe some isolated higher amounts. So especially for the Friday morning commute, won't rule out maybe some high water on the road. Saturday looks good for outdoor plans. Sunday afternoon, after the noon hour, we do have some rain and thunderstorms on the way, so kind of push those outdoor plans this weekend towards Saturday.
So break out the rain boots, break out the umbrella.
Just keep the umbrella with you for the next week. It's the way it's going to be.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we have got another big show planned for you tomorrow. We might be back in the kitchen. We might be doing some more fun things.
Okay.
So,
Looking
Josh,
forward to it.
go rest up.
Have a good
Everyone,
day.
have a great day.